The story here began when some researchers inside Pfizer's offices in Pennsylvania did a statistical analysis of claims data, which is hundreds of thousands of insurance claims, patient records, anonymous patient records. And they discovered something really interesting, and that is that their drug Enbrel, which is for rheumatoid arthritis, had the side benefit of helping people avoid getting Alzheimer's in the first place.
Today's story is about big pharma and how the profits of pharmaceutical corporations always outweigh the interest in saving people's lives. The reason why this story is very personal for me is because my grandmother has Alzheimer's, which means my parents and I have a higher chance of developing the disease. So it would be nice if companies invested in finding a cure.
There were some people internally in Pfizer who had discovered this data who were pushing hard for the company to do a clinical trial, which would be to prove whether or not this could actually work. Pfizer decided not to do that, and that's where the point of controversy came in.
So Pfizer had clues from insurance data that their patented arthritis drug could potentially prevent Alzheimer's. This is a very common thing with drugs. For example, I use finasteride on my hair because I have a receding hairline, which everyone makes fun of at twitch.tv/Hasan. Finasteride was originally developed to treat enlarged prostates, but clinical trials also found that patients taking the drug started regrowing luscious manes. Now I can use it to fight back against the reality that talking about politics on the internet has aged me rapidly. But back to Pfizer. Why did this pharmaceutical corporation refuse to do a clinical trial on their drug?
So every drug has sort of a life cycle, and the problem for Pfizer was that Enbrel is reaching the end of its life cycle. It now faces generic competition. So even if it did produce evidence that Enbrel could reduce the chance of someone getting Alzheimer's disease, it wouldn't have been able to make much money on the drug because it's already facing generic competition. It wouldn't have exclusive rights to make money on the drug.
Ding, ding, ding. It was profits, everyone. Profit was the reason. It would cost Pfizer $80 million to conduct a clinical trial over 4 years, even though the Enbrel patent was slated to expire in 2029. Well, technically the patent on Enbrel was set to expire back in 2012, but Amgen filed additional patents on the drug to successfully prevent generic manufacturing until 2029. And now, you might also be wondering, well, Pfizer and Amgen deserve to have this patent, Hasan. I mean, they invented the drug, right? Wrong. Enbrel, which is the trade name of etanercept, is a fusion protein developed by an academic researcher at the University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center at Dallas, which patented and sold the rights to Immunex. UT Southwestern had a total research expenditure of $454 million in 2019, and guess what? Almost half of that came from federal funding. And this is fairly common, as I've mentioned time and time again, that most medical innovation still happens in institutions propped up by public funding before the vulture sees in on the patents to take over and market life-saving medications with a giant markup. This is how pharmaceutical corporations keep retail prices of life-saving medication high. In 2008, the cost of Enbrel was $1,500 a month. Now, it costs $2,709 a month. Now, of course, there are other factors that play into the price, like collective bargaining agreements and socialized medicine, which doesn't exist in the United States, but Enbrel still generates $3.5 billion in the US and Canada and $3.3 billion in the rest of the world. Now, if you ask Pfizer, they of course deny that market considerations, that means profit, by the way, had anything to do with why they shelved this project in its entirety, but let's see what they have to say.
So from Pfizer's standpoint, they say that market considerations did not play a role in their decision not to move forward with this. It needs to be clearly stated. The company said definitively that the science for them didn't work.
Interesting that they not only shelved this trial, but also did not publish the findings of the internal studies they conducted, which showed the likelihood of a successful clinical trial to be low. Now, the reason why this is problematic is because even unsuccessful trials can be instructive and they can lead to positive results down the line. And the fact that Pfizer would not publicly disclose this information on a disease that is a major public health problem afflicting 500,000 new patients each year is absolutely insane to me. But what do I know? Seems like this current system where we fund medical R&D so that big pharma sharks can buy the patents and keep finding new ways to extend those patents just to keep prices high, all while failing to disclose the negative potential side effects and refusing to pursue positive unintended side effects if it's not as profitable, seems great, right? Right? I'm Hasan Piker, and I'm tired of this. If you are also tired of this, please share this video with your friends and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And this has been The Breakdown.
Want to see more videos like this? Well then, subscribe to the TYT channel below. Also, don't forget to become a TYT member. You can get access for as little as $4.99 a month. Also, download the TYT Plus app on your phone or head over to tyt.com/join today.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.